Here we go. Final wins the game today.
Gower beating out White for the middle ball. Town holds there for 3.
Yeah, good running from Harper and Barrington to negate any opportunity for the quick start of Town. She knew that if she was going to throw, she was either going to have to throw a ball holder or have to negate the replies from Barrington and Harper, but didn't fancy any of that. Decides for a more sedate start. Pickering looks for Town on the way through. Doesn't quite find her.
I think certainly an aggressive start from both teams. They're looking for those hits on the single balls. Nothing for nothing, Gower versus Barrington, both doing well to duck or hop over the respective releases.
Yeah, both players just reminding each other of the threat each other possesses. Cross court from Storch, can't quite find Bonsignori.
I think already in contrast to the Storm game, everyone keen to keep these balls low in these first few replies. Yep.
Nice exchange there. 2-ball attack from Eagles. Don't find the Marcus Storch. Barrington looks for Morris in the middle, and Gower then tries finding Barrington. No connections anywhere. Finally makes a hit. Yes, Josiah baits out that pre-throw, and Storch times her after throw to perfection. Single from Gower, looking for White, doesn't find her.
Bignell attempting to throw through the block of Morris, but unsuccessful there, so good work from Morris. 2-ball release and big move from Storch to get out of the way.
Brilliant double counters from White and Barrington.
I think finding the toes of Gower after she'd already blocked the first ball.
Yeah, she's a particularly elusive target to hit on that right-hand side, but both counters doing the business there. Single from Bignell.
Oh, Bonsignori done well there to throw through the gap of Pickering and
Bignell
running backwards, and Barrington didn't have a chance to get out of the way.
Smart release there from, smart release from Bonsignori.
Quick feet by Sharp on the left-hand side there, narrowly avoiding the line, but she's done very well.
She had very little court to play with, but she managed to find her mark somewhere. A lot of firepower being focused on White early doors on this, on playing out on the left wingers as you look at them. Good reply from Bignell, looking for Bonsignori.
Good feet from Town, moving away from Pickering's ball. A bit of congestion, I think. Bonsignori's got baited out there. And sometimes if a player gets in your head slightly, it's easy to throw their chest rather than their feet. I think that might be what happened there. 5 balls given away as well.
3 balls coming at Sharp. She gets out of the way of all of them.
Actually, quite a well-timed play from Bedford Eagles in that they had spotted that the Spartans were about to be timed out. So did the pre-throw and then had time to reset and dodge without Spartans having time to get the balls in hand.
Yeah, Bedford Eagles had to take some risks there. They didn't have anywhere near enough time left, and Morris throws one right down the gut of Pickering, which she gratefully takes to secure that set for Spartans. 2-0 here.
I think you'll also probably find both these teams are very experienced, so Bedford Eagles will be feeling this one out. So you might expect to see some changes in tactics, maybe even some changes in who's playing wing. They've got a really dynamic and flexible lineup here, so you can imagine any of these women moving to the wing, moving to the middle, playing a slightly different role. So it'll be interesting to see how we go from here.
Focusing a lot of attention on the player at number 1. So Storch on this occasion, White on the previous game.
Finds the foot of Storch.
Yeah, goes for the pre-throw on Town. She does want to block it, and Sharp catches her on unawares. Bedford Eagles take a player advantage. White looking for Sharp again.
Yeah, good control from Josiah and Gower.
Great pressure, baits out the 4th ball from Bignell. Looks to put it to good use here. They don't. Good dodging from White.
And again, Gower getting over the ball of Barrington. 3 balls again to Bedford Eagles. Block from Barrington and hold for the 3-ball set.
Yeah, Gower doing well to not concede too much territory to Barrington and allowing her to go with reckless abandon.
Gower's done well to find the knees of Pickering there. Ducks over the reply from Barrington. There's another ball away from Sharp, I think, on the left-hand side.
Yeah, they're doing well to nullify the throwing ability from Barrington, but she does it the more conventional way, just setting with multiple balls and just throwing through Abigail's block.
Again, and
Bedford Eagles managed to do likewise.
Yep.
Yeah, Sharp and Bonsignori throwing through Barrington's block. Town pulls the trigger on the 5th one.
Yep. I think catch, Spartans are very bravely called bounce, but I think it would have been a line fault anyway from what I've seen. But we'll see whether the refs are seeing the same thing as me.
Yeah, we'll see. I think in any case, the catch is definitely good. So Morris is back in.
And so it's mainly whether Josiah stays in the outbox or not.
Yeah, we'll see what they say. Yeah, catch and out called. Fair enough. Yeah, I think correct decision reached in the end. But that's fine. So Bignor and White's left on their own with 3 balls. Sharp and Bonsignori maybe poised for a countering opportunity here.
Yeah, only choosing to run, which I think is smart. Oh,
brilliant counters.
Hence the movement from Sharp and Bonsignori. Finds White. Good aggressive reply from Bignor though. Oh, Morris has done well to get behind Sharp there, but I think Sharp's blocked and then been hit in the shoulder.
Still 3-player advantage for Bedford Eagles.
Yeah, they know
some
very well.
High ones.
Yeah, a high throw on Bignor is a good idea. She's very happy to drop low for catches, and I think you'll find that now she's going to set herself looking for opportunities over there, but she really wants to give Bedford 3 balls so that she can look for that next catch. Yep, we're going to have a ball in from the spectators. There we go. Gathered by the ball retrievers. Interesting to see whether Bedford want to continue to just give Bignor back that 3rd ball and tire her out. Oh, what a take!
Great take. Yeah, the coordination from Bedford Eagles not quite there on this occasion. There's still a player up. They make a hit on Gower. It's level.
Skim on Gower.
Double release. No hits made. 2-all.
2-all.
Coach looks a little disgruntled about that. Needs to be careful with what he says here.
Time has been paused. The coach is going to have a discussion with the referees.
Well, that was a bit of a frenetic end to the set. Bignor doing very well to turn that one before with the help of Storch after she got caught back in. So I think scoreboard remains unchanged. It's still 3-1 to Spartans.
Yeah, clarification to the coach there.
Draw in the final set, or draw in the final minute of the set. That's a bit of a sickener for Bedford Eagles, but a much more convincing set up until the final frantic 10 seconds.
Yeah, I think there's a lot that Bedford Eagles should be pleased with because they clearly changed their approach. Great hit from Town straight onto Harper. She got low to make the block, but I think just found her knee. Bonsignori and Sharp putting high pressure on. Pickering trying to dissuade that ball straight over Sharp's head, like Sharp doing well to duck. 3 balls to Bedford Eagles.
Again, team's happy to.
Oh, Pickering
brilliant
is why
shot.
She's so dangerous.
Timber with the camera.
Yeah,
in amongst, brilliant catch from Pickering, and the post throw from Barrington takes out Bonsignori. 2-ball attack takes out White.
And this again, and we saw a lot of this in the Storms Spartans game. These 1-for-1s, both of these teams very experienced in knowing when that works for them and when it doesn't. So they'll be looking to take out key players at any time they can. Gower gets over the 1st ball and blocks the 2nd, clear indication as well that the ref agrees with her.
Yeah, Spartans happy to play with 2 balls as it stands.
Yeah. A 2-ball release, although it looked like it was just going to be a single from Sharp there, so Storch has done well to hop over Town's ball.
Yeah, in amongst that, Barrington tries catching Gower as she goes up for the fake.
Yeah, big block from across court from Barrington.
Yeah, you find that with all 3 of the Spartans players who are playing, it tends to drift out to that side. Happy to throw cross courts over towards Sharp. Try and catch them while her focus attention is on her opposite winger.
Yeah,
equal to on this occasion. Still only 1 player deficit for Bedford Eagles.
We've got some good fakey in the middle, a slightly delayed throw from Storch. Doesn't find the toes of Morris, who just steps smartly to the side. Yeah,
happy to take the sting out of the game for now. Just enjoy this player advantage while it's still here. Double attack takes out Harper for this. Harper again being caught back in by Pickering, and the set makes her way to the outbox for a 2nd time.
Oh,
and a double hit.
Called.
Yeah, Storch has got as well. Player up now for Bedford Eagles.
Oh, they have found the toe Sharp though.
Short-lived as Sharp goes.
Yeah, it's so key to make quick decisions about whether you're throwing 2 balls for a hit or 1 ball.
Brilliant hit from Sarah from Town.
Pickering did well to dodge that first ball, but Town saw an opportunity and seized it. Whether you know where a player's going to land, if you've got that pinpoint accuracy, it's so hard to defend against. Big release from Barrington. They stay in possession of 2 balls and they have a 1 player down. We've seen what Bignell can do already this set, so what are Bedford Eagles going to do about that? Single ball on Barrington and an immediate reply from Bignell. No one hit though.
Yeah, maybe a slight change of tactic for Bedford Eagles to may elect to time out this set. But
I think has Bignell got the hit and the catch there?
Irrespective, yeah, Gower's gone from the double pre-throw from Bignell and Barrington, and Morris tries to punish Bignell for investing that ball in that pre-throw, but Bignell's equal to it. Not long left of the set.
Barrington
too much too long. I think what you can see there is a number of these players, Bignell being one of them, are very, very happy to throw away that ball they're holding as you come towards them so that they're empty to try and take a catch. They're much less interested in whether they can make a hit on that first ball than they are in giving themselves the opportunity to make those catches. And playing round that's going to be necessary for Bedford Eagles to get back into this game. They've still got plenty of opportunity to do that. It's a team with numerous gears and numerous sort of tactical modes they can look into. Big movement from Pickering to get away from Town. That was a good ball that swung into her at the very end. Yeah, both teams. Good honesty from Town. I thought
immediate reply. Biltonura gets low. Sharp shuts down Storch.
Yeah, it's all exchanges here, but Barrington and Town are the only 2 to leave the court.
Yeah, big movement in the middle.
Pickering goes for 1 for Morris.
Yeah, big movement in the middle from Morris and Gower, who's confusingly wearing a Dick's shirt.
Take from Josiah.
Yeah, I think a bit of miscommunication.
2 slightly sporadic post throws from Sharp and Bonsignori. Gift away all 5 balls to Spartans. Play 4 calls. 4 of them have got to go.
Catch and out from Imi Sharp.
Excellently done. Not much more you can do than that from a 4-ball volley coming in at you. Brilliant heads-up play from Sharp. Keeps it to only a 1-player deficit after it looked like it could be a lot worse.
Bedford Eagles on 1-player disadvantage, choosing to reset with 2. So let's look what they do with the countering opportunity. 1 ball from Barrington. Bonsignori anticipating that big dodge, but not quite tracking the ball.
Interesting to see if more players elect to do what Storch did earlier in the set. You notice a lot of single balls going at ball holders an awful lot. Whether those ball holders might elect to set for a catch a little bit more often.
Yep, and just drop the ball.
Spartans probably have less incentive to do so this time around with holding that player advantage. Gower again coming under heavy fire from Barrington. Tries returning the favour, but just managed to get out of the way in time. Still 1 player up for Spartans. About a minute left.
Plenty of rotation on these wings from Eagles, making sure they've got no one's getting too tired. They're spreading the load because the countering game is very tiring.
Will Eagles blink here? They do throw 2. They do take out Bignell. Big player to lose as well for Spartans. The way she's been dragging them, kicking and screaming through some of these late sets. 4 balls in the hands of Spartans. Then probably need to make it count with a hit here.
Yeah. Holding your nerve late game is so key in these sets. Bonsignori knows the catch isn't there, so doesn't stick her hands out. Just goes for the low dodge. Again, well read by Morris, choosing to block that incoming ball. She knows she's not meant to throw, so she's going to keep herself safe. And a good 2-ball release from Bedford Eagles so that it doesn't find a target.
Hit onto Gower.
And Storch goes low and survives. And again, Bonsignori looking to take advantage of a player on the floor, but Storch wriggles away out of the way. Again, late game, holding your nerve, comes down in favour of Spartans. Another 2 points to them.
7-1 on the scoreboard here, although I would not say this is a one-sided game by any stretch. But yeah, when it's sorting the wheat from the chaff in the final 20 seconds of games, Bedford Eagles coming up a little short, although winning that middle ball, again, electing to, after a little bit of deliberation, to put it to use fire a quick start.
And Jones, I think, might be out for a line song.
I'm not sure she was on court in time. I think that was what it was.
Oh, okay, yep.
In any case.
Liv Morris normally lives for those, but unfortunately misread the cross court.
Yeah, the incoming angle being particularly difficult to track.
Yep.
And some slightly delayed counters from the left wing means that Gower has a much easier time of surviving that double counter than she might have done.
Still good awareness from her. You can see that maybe Bedford getting slightly skittish, ball retrievers tossing balls onto court and not getting those away. Many balls released. One ball finds Sarah Town's foot.
Yeah, the pre-throw from Barrington takes out Town. The 3-ball release doesn't find Storch, and Gower tries to punish Barrington for the pre-throw. Doesn't make that count either. Pre-throw from Bonsignori gives away 4 balls. Spartans do well to reset. They use all 4 and don't find Josiah.
Yeah, again, players showing a lot of experience there. Josiah could see a couple of the balls, but they're too close together, so she's left those. They now have 4 balls for the attack. And choose to spend a lot. Oh, finding Barrington and Bignell. That's a huge play for Bedford Eagles.
Bonsignori takes a bit of a risk there, throwing the late single amongst all the chaos at Bignell. Brilliant trade from Sharp.
And there you go, that's when you know the trades are going to work for you. Sharp knows they've got a player advantage. If she knows she's getting a hit on Storch and she left it late enough so she couldn't miss, it doesn't matter that Pickering takes her out immediately after.
Play 3 called. Bedford Eagles going to have to go.
Play 3. Yeah, a bit scattered there, but safe balls.
Not from the coach's textbook.
Yeah, so Amy Jones rejoins the Spartans team.
As does Millington. White and Harper on having a breather for Spartans.
No subs from Bedford Eagles. I think it's a team with a lot of experience, but also have some less experienced players embedded, so they're choosing to keep what would probably agree with their strongest lineup at this point to see whether they can get back into this game. A win here would be huge for Bedford Eagles with their title hopes. So let's see if they can keep pushing through the second half.
Pickering again being trusted with a lot of single ball releases. Doesn't quite find Monsignor on this occasion.
Yep, and again, Gower attempting that cross court on Storch, but then having to immediately dodge the post throw from Barrington.
Yeah, they do manage to get the ball back though, so it is a 4-ball attack now for Bedford Eagles. They have the opportunity to make a hit here.
Ooh,
and they don't.
From Storch.
Free throw from Jones is unsuccessful as well, so in amongst all that, Bedford Eagles have 2 balls to play with. Monsignori again coming under a lot of fire from Barrington and Pickering.
Yep, ball straight at Jones, which puts off the counter, but Spartans seem very happy to set with 3. Cross court blocked by Gower. Spartans reset. I think potentially one of the things you have seen from Spartans is getting quite congested in the middle. 2 balls on Storch, and she can't make the catch there, unfortunately.
Yeah, brilliant timing from Sharp and Gower on the wide angles on the inside player. Arrive at exactly the same time and from such a wide angle.
Unfortunately, a less wide angle shot there. Millington misses and July's able to take the catch.
That's what we were saying. That's what we were saying in terms of if Bedford Eagles can start making their catches, it's all of a sudden a very different proposition. Free throw from Josiah also takes out Millington.
Yeah, it's Millington doing well to get the ball away. Everything is just taking her in the feet.
Take from Bonsignori. Yeah, she being aware that she's very likely to be a recipient of a lot of throws, takes one in the gut.
Yep.
Double counter from Pickering and Bignell. I think Pickering's already stepped over the back line.
Oh, just safe. Referee's indicating that she was looking for it, but it wasn't an out. Oh,
that, however,
Gower has found the hand of Pickering. Again, these wide angles are so difficult to deal with, especially when you're looking for a catch with a player like Pickering's going to be.
Well, we've been here before. Bignell left on her own.
Yep. A bounce call there.
Yeah, Bignell happy to take her time a little bit on this one.
Yeah, I think we'll be seeing that classic. There we go, not even bothering with the pre-throw there, just tossing the ball out of her hand.
She has gone over the back, unfortunately. So Bedford Eagles do secure that set, and one that changes the complexion of the game for a fair chunk. It's 5-7 now, 7-5 in favour of Spartans.
So 1 set in and the whole rest of the second half to go.
Yeah, Bedford Eagles with the momentum now after Spartans stealing a couple of sets early game. Bedford Eagles really starting to make their mark on the sets. Free throw from Bonsignori unsuccessful. Play 3 calls. Spartans gonna have to throw down to 1 ball. They do make the hit on Sharp. Pre-throw and amongst that is unsuccessful.
I think Sharp choosing to go low, then maybe stopping watching the balls right at the very end there. Well dodged by Bonsignori.
Expecting play ball soon. Here we go. 3 balls on Storch. Does find the mark eventually. Good big laterals, but better tracking from Bedford Eagles. Again, both teams happy to play this.
Fantastic hit on the referee there. And the follow-up shot from Millington finds Gower. Bonsignori pressuring Jones, but yes, I think wisely holding on to that ball. There we go. Otherwise, she would have thrown Bedford down to 1 ball.
Yeah, good discipline again from Bonsignori. Single ball from Bignall looking for Josiah. Yeah, Josiah tries repaying the favour on Jones.
Jones hops over, so we reset with 3 balls to Spartans. Oh, nearly the exchange, but a good hit from Barrington.
Yeah, good thumbs up from Bonsignori. Appreciates that. It wasn't far off her reply onto Barrington, but Barrington does survive at this once.
A block there from Jones, Barrington and Bignall get the balls away.
Yeah, good laterals from Town. Survives those 2 ball attacks. As it stands, 2 balls onto Barrington, forces a disarm.
Oh, disarms, there we go. So 4 on 3 for Spartans.
4 balls in favour of Spartans. Yeah, there was a bit of a question about whether the ball that disarmed Barrington was a dead ball, in which case then there is no out for loss of control, but refs teams it the other way. Brilliant timing onto the hit from Morris. Millington gets the bonus prize of the ball ricocheting back over for a catch. Jones returns to the fray. Storch returns to the fray, sorry.
Single ball there from Bignall. Now, of course, as we've seen, Spartans can just try and suffocate this game.
Double counter, block from Pickering.
Dodge from Millington.
Not long left, about 30 seconds.
Yeah, pressure from Town. She wants to make something of this. Blocks 1, dodges other.
Yeah, safe and valid from Pickering, just about. Balls are falling a little awkwardly.
Yep.
Means that Josiah has no option to go for. Yeah, Bignall will happily throw those safe and valid all day. Likewise, Jones.
Bounce there. Yeah, Pickering choosing not to release in Town, which is 100% the correct decision.
Smart decision.
A fake. There we go, winding down time masterfully by Spartans.
Important to stem the bleeding a little bit as well for Spartans to win that set. Otherwise, it'd have been 3 on the bounce for Bedford Eagles. As it transpires, 9-5 here. Spartans take a 2-set advantage. Will be at least another 3 sets. Bedford Eagles don't need to panic just yet.
After great control in that previous game, Millington's just been found on the shoulder. So difficult to take those higher balls. I think great throw from Town there to read it that well.
Yeah, especially from
Barrington.
The quick start from Bedford Eagles has been pretty effective. They haven't employed it particularly frequently. They got a hit on Harper in the first half, and then the second time they've done it, they got the hit on Millington. So going for it has been very effective once it's been there.
A series of replies ends with Jones finding Josiah.
Yeah, you have sympathy for Josiah trying to take out Barrington. She's been doing a lot of damage on that left wing. Not successful on this occasion. Hit before catch on Gower, unfortunately. Pickering throws one right down the pipe, but Barrington's already done the damage.
Yeah.
Good dodging from Jones.
Dodged by Jones.
Good dodging from Town. Good counter. Good timing, good accuracy all round, but the dodging superior on this occasion.
Yeah, so hard to read on both cases, but both opposition teams indicating that it's good dodging from their counterparts. So always good to see that whole sportsmanship there.
2 balls onto Storch is also unsuccessful. Barrington tries to take the reply onto Town. Town retires, returning the favour.
Single ball at
Sharp
from Pickering, doesn't find the target either. 3 balls to Bedford Eagles.
Yeah, Spartans more than happy to bin off possession to play with 2 balls.
Again, cross balls, but Pickering gets out of the way. 2-player deficit for Bedford Eagles.
They do make it count. They make the hit on Sarah Town. Yeah, very tough task for Sharp and Morris. 2 very strong catchers, certainly. Whether Spartans will give them the opportunity remains to be seen.
3 balls. You thought they want to minimise risk here.
There is a minute left. It's a long time to long time to draw out a set.
Single on Morris. I think relying on the fact that Morris does like to take a catch, so similar to Bignell as we've seen, throws her own ball away to look for the opportunity. Oh,
catch it out.
Harry Bignell commits to that catch, so we have Sharp remaining against still 5 Spartans players.
Yeah, it takes on fairly unceremoniously in the face for her prize, but I'm sure she'll be plenty happy of that.
Oh, huge dodge to the ground from Storch means that Sharp can't get the angle for the hit. Great attempt though.
Yeah, Sharp needs to run through the gears pretty quickly here.
Yeah,
good dodging from Millington and Pickering.
Barrington does not need to throw that ball, well held by her. Oh.
Good safety from Barrington.
Yeah.
We think.
I think some confusion not confusion, some disagreement in terms of what people have interpreted. I think Sharp herself is not sure. She had to look down and then ended up with the ball in her hands. The line ref is discussing with the centre ref. We'll see what the decision is.
Catch is good. Catch is good. Very well. So that changes the complexion of this a little bit. Yeah. It's now a 1-catch game. Spartans have the majority of balls. They can dictate the pace of the game. And in fact, Bedford Eagles have to take the risk.
Yeah, huge lateral dodge from Storch, meaning that they don't find the mark. I think frustration potentially from Bedford Eagles, although it's been a game being played at a highest level in the best of tempers. So a timeout has been called.
Yeah, Bedford Eagles needed that big time. Let's show you about 5.5 minutes left of this one. So time definitely for 3 sets, certainly, is what Bedford Eagles will be telling themselves. Yeah, but Spartans will be knowing that if they play these sets out to time,
they should be able to hold that lead.
Even if they do lose 2 sets, and if 2 sets is all that's played, they win the game, and they'll take that. They'll take that any day of the week. The noise you might be hearing on the other court is a fairly feisty duel between Storm and Bedford Rangers, which goes the way of Storm in the final set. Bedford Rangers really mounting a comeback out of nowhere in that game to run it right down to the wire, but it finishes in a Storm win. Can't quite see the score, unfortunately. But judging by the celebrations at the end,
it's definitely a Storm victory. We're just wondering how much by. I can't see the scoreboard at all, so whether that's been a victim of the game itself.
Anyway, battle matter at hand. It's 11-5 to Leamington Spartans. No changes made for the Spartan side. Likewise for Bedford Eagles. Both teams happy to stay with their roster as is, for now at least. Pickering does well to win the middle ball.
So 3 balls to Spartans, they reset for the first phase throw. Fakes then a single cross court from Jones, doesn't find a target. Equally blocked by Bignell. Bonsignori tries to find someone's feet, but Millington hops and Bignell blocks. Clever
release from Bonsignori to try and knowing that if Bignell got out of the way, then Millington would have been a sitting duck to the release.
Yes. Another good block from Bignell. Yeah. Cross court from Sharp there, doesn't find a target.
Unfortunate from Sharp because Bonsignori had all of Bignell's attention. The ball just happened to fall into the ball of, find its way into the ball of Harry Bignell. Gets away with the block. She looks about as surprised as anyone.
Jones has been called out, so there's a 1-player advantage to Bedford Eagles. Straight through Jones's legs. Sarah Towns' legs. 3 balls to Bedford Eagles. Big cross-court release. Barrington does have to dodge it, but doesn't get hit by it.
No, I think it's just a block.
Ball straight from Storch to Sharp. Now is looking for Pickering's feet. Is blocked.
Yeah, both teams seeming to be rather play with Bedford Eagles certainly rather playing with 2 balls than 3. more keen to go through with these double counters. They do go, they get managed.
And a double hit. Great cross-court hit on Barrington. Bignell tries to sort that out by taking the ricochet catch, but can't quite get to it. She slides across the floor.
Tough luck for Bignell. Taking a lot of very nice catches so far this set. Josiah tests out Millington with the free throw. Storch tries catching her unawares, but Josiah makes the catch.
And you'd say whatever was said in that timeout is really working for Bedford Eagles. A one-for-one Bonsignori for Pickering, so that works entirely in Bedford Eagles' favour.
Yeah,
leaves Millington with a lot to do.
She's in the knowledge though she doesn't need to necessarily win this. She just needs to run down the time a little bit. More than happy to go through with this in a fairly slow fashion. Bedford Eagles less so. They need to.
Yeah, a searching double counter there, but Millington better than it on this occasion. 3 balls on Millington. She's going to have to throw at least one.
Bounce on Josiah. A double counter takes her out.
Just going to show how crucial that time is, because Millington really set for that ball off Josiah, but wasn't able to secure it before Tam hit as well.
I think Millington's done enough. I think she's brought the game time to under 3 minutes.
2 minutes 40 remaining on the clock. So yes, absolutely key play from Millington there to just survive long enough that Bedford will struggle to force 2 sets out of this. Oh, unfortunately, she's gone for that one and not made it.
Yeah, smart targeting from Town as well, knowing that Millington's probably a little bit exhausted after that ordeal on her own. Two balls takes out Harper. Ricochet catch onto Jones.
To the catch, so Millington
catch
will be
and
in
hit.
The catch. Jones has then subsequently been hit. One player out from.
Yeah, Josiah's
out for the catch. There we go. So 5-4 in Bedford Eagles' favour at this point in terms of players. Block from Millington keeps that the same, but 4 balls now to Spartans.
Yeah, Bedford Eagles losing a little bit of composure with the time pressure they're under. 2 balls onto Barrington. She does survive, but they only get 2 balls off the back of it. Sharp and Bonsignori with the counting opportunities here. Single ball from Bignell. Double counter onto Barrington.
Just catches Barrington on the back so well to get low and block that first ball. I think sharp ball finds her across the shoulder blade.
1 minute.
2 balls at Bonsignori don't find the target. Ball rolls in from the ball retriever to give Spartans 2.
So what are Eagles going to do here? Go for a counting opportunity or try and make a hit here?
Yeah, got to go for the hit.
They make the hit.
White. I think a key play there. Also throwing wings for maximum angles.
Sharp really doing a lot of damage in this set. Gower making herself a target.
Yep.
They do try and they do find them.
Was that? We've not much time to go.
I think about 30. There or thereabouts.
Yeah. So Bedford Eagles really, if they can force this, they could try and take the minute set, and then that would end in a draw overall. But do they have enough time? Probably not.
Well, if Bignell and Millington control the pace of the game, Gower tries trading.
1 for 1.
Brilliant work from Gower.
3 balls, we think. Yep, 3 balls to Bedford Eagles. If they can get this hit on Bignell. And they do!
It's a minute set.
This will be a minute set. I mean, Bedford Eagles assert dominance by running to get the balls, but ultimately it doesn't matter. We have less than a minute to play, so there will be a final set of a minute played. Again, as I said earlier, Bedford Eagles are a team with gears. They've come back into the second half and now might be able to force it to a draw, which would do damage potentially to Spartans, depending on how Derby Phantoms have got on today, who are also close in the league.
After going 7-1 down and 11-5 down, you'd happily take a draw at the end of this game. But yeah, to keep pace with Spartans at the top of the table, and yeah, a draw here keeps their title push alive. A loss, maybe less so. So here we go. It all comes down to this. 1 minute. Spartans 1 set up. Bedford Eagles need this win. A draw or a win for Spartans means the Spartans will win this game.
Jones hopping over the single ball from Josiah. So Bedford Eagles have elected to set up for a counting opportunity here. Let's see what they make of it.
And White's back on for this set.
Yep.
2 balls onto Jones. Doesn't find her, and White's there to punish Bonsignori. It's worth the risk from Bedford Rangers, Bedford Eagles to try and make that hit, but means that that's a block onto White. Catch from Gower. Millington's gone. 6-4 to Bedford Eagles. 3 balls in hand. They can control the pace of this game.
You can see Sharp with her hands out.
Jones and Barrington need to make something happen. Pre-throw puts Bedford Eagles on play ball. 3 balls have got to go. They all go at Barrington. Gower's gone. Ricochet catch from Bignall.
Who should now hold?
She goes for looks for Bonsignori. Time's pause. I don't think anyone knows who's been caught. Gower's gone for being pre-thrown, but nobody else has walked for the catch. So I think that there's a general question about whether Gower's ball is the one who's got caught, in which case nobody else should go out for Bedford Eagles.
And we've got Town on the floor after looking at what looked like a nasty dodge.
Well, the ref's got a fine job to try and unpack this.
Yeah.
So if it's Gower's ball that's been caught, then I think Bedford Eagles are still a player up, unless Town went over the back line. But I think she was okay.
I think it's more the injury concern.
Yeah. No, absolutely right to take a breather here. As it transpires, I think it should be. Actually, it should be 4-4. I think if it's Gower's ball that's been caught.
But we do have time left to play. The players are lining up. Head ref's going over to explain the player count that they've calculated on each side.
Yeah, so the catch from Bignall's good. Millington and Barrington still out after all of that. I think the ruling is that the catch from Bignall was on Gower's ball, which means that Gower
is out.
Gower was out anyway for being pre-thrown, but I think the decision really was whether the catch was made off a different ball.
Yes.
As it transpires, it was Gower's ball. Spartans need to make some magic happen, and they can't.
So that, after all that, Bedford Eagles take it to a draw with Spartans.